Yes. Now, my today's topic for the webinar is going to be the growing importance of ergonomics. I'll a little bit introduce myself. I am Dr. Aditi. I am director of Be Active Physiotherapy and Ergonomics Clinic. I am working currently as a HOD of Manav Kalyan Seva Samiti Charitable Trust, Physiotherapy and Ergonomics Clinic, Hyderabad. I have been associated with the various football teams as an on-field physiotherapist. Now, ergonomics is something which is be required on the daily basis. Ergonomics is as well as we need it on the at the time of an corporate training as well as in the student's life as a student. Whenever we are considering ergonomics, that time we are thinking about the postures. Just a moment, there is some buddy has given me an access to the professional this thing. Yeah. What exactly ergonomics is all about, how it is applicable in the student's life as well as in the corporate life when you are practicing as a person, as a physiotherapist or as an ergonomist. From this picture, what we can understand, those things we will definitely discuss at the end of this session. But right now, we'll discuss a little bit of part of this particular picture. There is, I have written as a posture. The person is standing and that person is holding tea. There is a S curvature of the spine. As we all know, the spine is not straight like a bamboo. It is like S. There are curvatures. There is a curvature at the cervical. There is a curvature at the thoracic. There is a curvature at the lumbar. So, and there is one of the footwear which is behind the person. So, this is associated with this that whenever you are standing, wherever you are turning your neck, whatever may be the activities you are doing, like lifting tea, that time even if your footwear is wrong, then the ergonomics is going to get disturbed. That means a complete posture is going to get disturbed, and that affects your performance at the work. Ergonomics is derived from the Greek word. Ergon means work. Nomai means natural laws of doing the work. Why I have said natural laws? Because you cannot force anybody how to do it, what to do it, when to do it. You have to make sure that workplace is such a way you have designed it that every person will be able to work there comfortably. That's why there is a natural law. The International Ergonomics Association has adopted this technical definition. Ergonomics, so the human factor, is the
Excuse me, ma'am.
scientific discipline. Yes, ma'am.
Uh, the slide is not been changed.
Um, I have changed. Is it visible?
Yes, yes. Now it is visible.
Is it okay if I'll keep it this small slideshow, or shall I start again the
Yes, ma'am.
current slide? Yeah. Is it visible now? The International Ergonomics Association.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes. The International Ergonomics Association has adopted this technical definition. Ergonomics, or the human factor, is the scientific discipline concerned with the understanding of interactions among humans and the other elements of the system, and the profession that applies theory, principle, data, methods to design in order to optimize human well being and overall system performance. This is actually the scientific definition for the ergonomics. But about that, I have mentioned ergonomics is for the people like us who are undergoing physiotherapy as well as ergonomics in the daily routine of the patients. This is that International Ergonomics Association, whatever I have just said, that principles, methods, data designing, designing of the furniture, designing of the workstation, everything comes under corporate training. What exactly ergonomics? Now let's make it more simple. It is the science of posture, the science of fitting the job to the person instead of forcing a person to fit the job. As I previously just mentioned, ki when you're into something, like simply you're telling a person to prepare a chapati at a kitchen workstation. If that lady is visiting one person to the another person, and there are three, four places, if she is visiting in a day to prepare 10 to 15 or 30 chapatis or something like in a day on a daily basis, that time it is going to be her posture which is going to get adjusted everywhere in the kitchen. So you cannot tell each and every person to change their kitchen workstation based on her performance. We have to make sure that she is getting trained properly so that she will be able to perform everywhere in the corrected postures. That's why instead of forcing a person to fit the job, That's very important whenever you're designing something kind of an ergonomic way. A physiotherapist or a person who is academically qualified to practice the science of ergonomics is called as an ergonomist. Ergonomics can be a person who has done physiotherapy and the higher qualifications they have taken, or otherwise the person who has done a number of associated diplomas along with the physiotherapy. They can become an ergonomist, or otherwise there is another degree which is presently not that much developed in India, which is definitely in abroad, UK, US. There are people who have taken proper education in the ergonomics field. Those things are available there as a proper college, like 2.5 year degree course, post graduation degree courses are available there, which you can do it after finishing a bachelor of physiotherapy. After that you can join in the various engineering colleges also as an ergonomist. You can join in the clinical research practice. You can join in the clinical practice to treat the patient. You can join as a corporate trainer as an ergonomist. There are various fields will get open when you learn with the physiotherapy along with ergonomics. Ergonomist and maintaining balance. Whenever the job demands are so high and the workers' capabilities are limited, that time you have to balance that thing. Like if the person is working in the shift of 8 to 9 hours for the consistently standing postures throughout a day. Recently I have finished one of the optical fiber industry corporate ergonomics. That time there was a demands are very high that those people have to stand for the prolonged period of time, like almost 8 to 9 hours of the shift. And that company never sleeps. They are consistently working in the shift. Their shifts are changing every after 48 hours. So workers capability is a little limited because there are lot of hurdles. They have a traffic, there is a transportation time, there is a standing time they have to sit, there are certain health conditions they have to face. And at the same time job demands are so high because every now and then that optical fiber is coming out of that industry, and that fiber they have to take it in the pile up and they have to shift it. So there is a lot of rotation, there is a lot of lifting, there is a continuous standing, and there is a lot of shock absorption work is going on throughout a day. So those things we have to maintain it whenever we are designing certain kind of an ergonomic setup for them. Whenever ergonomist is working in certain industries, they can work on their own or otherwise with the team. So whenever I work as on my own. But whenever I have attended any kind of an vivas in the engineering colleges as a jury member or something, we work as a team. Ergonomics can also work as a health and safety specialist in the corporate or in the health industry. So health and safety specialists are working along with the ergonomist, or otherwise they can directly hire ergonomist as a health and safety specialist. There are two ways of working in the corporate industry in India. So whichever is more suitable, whichever is more demanding, whichever is more challenging, definitely the person can choose as per their choices. Whenever the ergonomist is concerned, there are various industries are also getting considered. In the hospital or the healthcare industries, medicine, physiotherapy and ergonomics go hand in hand to treat the pathological conditions. Sometimes call this as a musculoskeletal disorder, sometimes it's a proper a post operative condition, sometimes it is related to the any conditions which is associated only when the doctors has to sit, like ophthalmologists who are treating cataract for the hours and hours, and that time that surgery needs a lot of precision. Sometimes it's a laser surgery for the eye, that time also they need a lot of precision. So those chairs, the designing of the particular atmosphere, the AC in the room, the chairs and whatever the beds we are providing to the patient has to be very precise. That also comes under the designing part of the ergonomics. Other major role involves of an ergonomics is ergonomic evaluation and the training of the patients and the general population, training manpower, ergonomic auditing, ergonomic testing, development of ergonomic solutions and the product designing. What exactly evaluation and the training of the patients and the general population? Whenever we are treating patients in the clinic, I personally treat ergonomic patients in my clinic. So there are 4 to 5 sessions I designed it for the patient's point of view. I tell them to bring their posture study in the lifestyle modification. They bring their studies, then we evaluate, then we train them according to their postures, whatever they have presented to us. And based on that, we are going to redesign their entire lifestyle. So there will be no neck pain or the back pain. There are certain kids also come who are undergoing 10th standard or the 12th standard kind of an examination. There also they have to sit for the prolonged period of time. The students ergonomics is different. Kids ergonomics who are below 5 years of age, their training is different. The people who are undergoing post graduations, their training is little different. The patients who are just coming for the pain, they do not want to go for the ergonomics. Those patients also have to follow the ergonomic guidelines to overcome the any kind of a disease condition. Like we can say there is a lumbago. The person is experiencing low back pain since many years, or we can say just a month, or we can say just a few days. But that time, if the patient is not following corrected postures, their pain will be recurrent. The person will be coming to you. There is a certain kind of symptoms like sciatic or any kind of radiating pain or the burning sensations. But we have treated patients with the ergonomics along with the physiotherapy. After the evaluation and the training, 99% recovery of the patient is guaranteed. Because out of 24 hours, 23 hours is the posture, and 1 hour whatever the exercises we are teaching them or the physiotherapy we have giving to them. That's why it's very important the evaluation and the training of ergonomics has to get implemented in the time of physiotherapy as well. The general population, I keep conducting many workshops for the general people as well. There are certain slides we have to design based on the day to day activities of the people. Keep educating them about the parts which are related to their daily lifestyle, like how to sleep, how to stand, how to brush your teeth, how to stand for the prolonged period of time in the kitchen, how to stand in front of the wash basin for the prolonged period of time if you want to wash utensils, if you want to use washing machines for the front door top load. Otherwise there is a dishwashers. There are n number of postures we can educate them for the general populations, like which is applicable to everybody. Patient to patient oriented ergonomics is different, and a general population oriented ergonomics will be totally different. So those things we have to evaluate, train them, and definitely we can make sure that ergonomics will be the part of their daily routine activities. Training a manpower, like I mentioned, the our corporate trainings are there. Certain industries require a lot of training for those manpower to make sure their capacity is getting properly trained. They are able to perform their workload properly and in the given particular time slot without getting aches and pains in the throughout the day and night for them. Because if they are having certain kinds of an issue, those comes under the medical insurance part, and company has to pay lakhs of rupees for that. That's why they hire ergonomist, and the training of the manpower is getting done. Ergonomic auditing and ergonomic testing. There is another example I can give it to you with this. There is a pharmaceutical industry which I have done recently in Solapur. Their ergonomic auditing and the testing was the major part, because there were four industries are associated with that particular industry, and every industry was demanding something different. There somewhere there is a halogen lights, there were another the medications was there. Sometimes they have to climb up with the lots of luggage. There are certain scientists are sitting there, rooms were different. So the testing part was going on there. The ergonomic testing has to be done. What exactly the implementation has to be done? The auditing report we have to submit कि these are the errors which you have in your particular session. Then the company gives us the result that we are able to invest this much, we are not able to this much, that much, whatever there is a budget. So based on that we have to design the audit, based on that we have to present the testing results, and then we have to develop the ergonomic solutions for that particular company, and then the implementation of the product designing is going to get done. Now why exactly I'm telling so many things about ergonomics, what exactly going on? Previously, you must be aware that people were hunched, and then the spine got developed in the evolutionary period, and now we can see the today's era where the person's spine is fully developed and person is able to stand properly. The eyes are facing front. There is a center of gravity is properly managed. There is a coordination, balancing, and proper muscle strength is getting maintained because postures are now whatever we are right now. But because of the prolonged period of sitting, standing, or the walking, and there is a lack of activity, the person is going again back to the previous era where the totally contracted phase of the muscles, or otherwise they are bending postures, or we can say like the a that era is shouldn't come back. That's why we have to follow the ergonomics very properly and routinely in the daily routine activities. Whenever we say ergonomics for all, the main center is the individual. Then he keeps which is required for the other people, like we do a job. And the work for self includes sleeping activity, leisure activities, watching TV, doing some kind of an work. So that individual, when the center is there, the task and the work for self has to be in coordination. Then only there will be no fatigue. The person will be throughout a day energetic, and he'll be able to perform all the tasks properly, and he'll be able to give 100% in his workplace. These are some of the bad habits of the people which they make landing up into the pains, which we call it as a musculoskeletal disorders, like sleeping with the wrong thickness of the pillow or the wrong mattress, by taking a hand below the head while sleeping, lack of proper ventilation at the time. Second is giving a sudden jerk at the time of getting up from the sleep, or the some static postures, bending your spine in the C shape for the prolonged period of time for the reading or for the watching TV or doing some activities like gaming, bending from the spine whenever you're washing utensils, bending again whenever the core is actually required at the time of your digestion, and you're again bending, crossing your legs, sitting in the again C shape of the spine, watching TV in the again C curvature of the spine, leaning on a one side at the time of your workload, just a leisure activity, but again your spine is working. Where is the S shape? That person is again sitting with the C curvature of the spine. Keeping your legs straight, again your spine is going into the C at the time of your working or any kind of an activities. Whenever those kind of an postures are happening throughout the day, the everything is going to get affected in the throughout the day as a bad habit. So how to correct it? There are certain ways of doing that. Those in details we will definitely teach in the, if there is a workshops or something, we'll be definitely give you a practical, but right now I can just tell you on this online. The person who is following these kind of postures, there are certain tricks they have to follow. When the person is sleeping on the sideline, that person has to take a proper thickness of the pillow, which is with the shoulder thickness, another pillow for the hand support, and another pillow is in between the legs. That has to be compulsory. There is a memory foam comes in the market, which comes with the contour cervical pillow of memory foam, which you can give a good support to the neck, so it will be a complete relaxation to the neck after working for the throughout a day. If the person is sitting on the sofa or on the floor or while watching TV or any kind of an activities, take definitely the back support, but as well as you need a support below your thigh. So your thighs will give the anteversion of the hip, the spine will be corrected, and you'll be able to sit properly for the prolonged period of time. There is always a win-win situation: career, employment, longevity, safe working conditions, quality of life, and the moral. High production, high quality, compliance, and the lower compensation cost. Whenever you are definitely into the ergonomics, this you will be achieved very soon in any industry, if you're a student or if you're a doctor. There are multidisciplinary nature of the ergonomics are there. We consider that anatomy and physiology is the base of multidisciplinary nature of the ergonomics.
Sorry
Second
to
is yes, we were discussing about the multidisciplinary nature of the ergonomics. Anatomy, physiology, medicine, anthropology, biomechanics, engineering psychology are one of the aspect of the multidisciplinary nature of the ergonomics. Ergonomic concept is something related to the tool designing, workstation design, material handling limits, visual and auditory task designing. To being in coordination with everything, we have to design the entire workstation or the person's entire posture, which will get snugly fit with the particular postural training, as well as for the particular workstation. Ergonomic risk factors comes under repetition, awkward postures, forceful exertion, static postures, mechanical contact, stress, temperature, and a vibration. One example I can share with you about: if the person is sitting on the computer workstation or the laptop workstation, if the posture is static, Definitely no other person right now is totally into the static postures, because now the awareness has increased. It might can cause a number of musculoskeletal injuries. That's why people keep getting up, they take the water bottle and then they again sit. But in that, if you are maintaining that posture for the 1 hour without stretching at least a one muscle of the body part, then it comes under the static posture. Then again, if you are getting suddenly and going to walk in the entire workstation area, then going to bring the water, it's a sudden forceful exertion to the body, and again you are going to be in the static postures that can cause n number of muscle damage or the muscle fiber damage. So these are associated symptoms. These are the awkward postures put unnecessary strain on your spine. When we consider the spine, there are cervical, thoracic, lumbar, sacrum, and coccyx are the vertebrae are there. Seven cervical and 5 lumbar vertebra are meant for the shock absorption. The 12 thoracic is like a structural stability. The sacrum and coccyx are the part which is giving a proper support system. So whenever we are sitting, we have to make sure that we are sitting into the butt part, which is a lot of muscles are there for the shock absorption. Do not slouch or do not make that spine bend. That's why it will put again traction force to the entire spine, and it goes to the and leads to the n number of damages, like thinning of the disc. Then the second comes is the bulging or the herniation or the degenerative or otherwise this degeneration along with osteophytes formation, and that leads to the any kind of a surgical interventions for the person, or otherwise for the prolonged period of time symptoms will be there. Imbalances always lead to the following factors, like one side of the body is more painful than the other side of the body. The second is there is a lot of spasm, there will be lot of pain or the tenderness person will experience on the one body part, or otherwise recurrent pains are there in the particular one side of the body part, like one knee is more painful than the other, one side of the spine is more painful than the other, the scapula is more painful than the other. Those kind of imbalances will be happen if the ergonomics is getting involved or getting hampered in the particular postural setup, as well as in the treatment part of the physiotherapy and ergonomics we have to correct it. There are types of injury, can be repetitive stress injury, repetitive motion injuries, cumulative trauma disorders, or musculoskeletal disorders, which we have to correct it at the time of designing any kind of an ergonomic workstation. Musculoskeletal disorders, which are interrelated, can be stiffness or the pain person experiencing in the initial stage. Sometimes is because of the neck, that can person experience a cervicogenic headache. Then the restricted range of motion, shoulder pain, epicondylitis, carpal tunnel syndrome, knee discomfort or the pain, cramps, numbness, adult flat feet. These are one of the commonest one musculoskeletal disorders which we come across at the time of practicing as a physiotherapist, but those are definitely going to get 100% result if you are correcting them ergonomically. Whenever the person is into the ergonomics in the daily routine, it improves the quality of work, saves more money definitely by preventing illnesses, reduces duration of the work, energy expenditures will be very less if you are doing that particular task in the proper corrected postures, and definitely if the energy is getting consumed more, there will be a more productivity. So that's why it's very important to implement ergonomics in the daily routine. Always remember, work smarter, not harder. These are some of the ergonomic way of doing the work. Always remember, bend forward from the hip, not from the spine. There are n number of postures which are associated with the bending, and that has to be designed correctly or guide patients correctly, so they will be definitely implementing in the correct way. There are certain kind of a task or the designing of the work surface area we have to take in consideration while designing ergonomics. There is a heavy work, light work, or the sewing, or otherwise typing on the laptop. So that time, make sure the elbow angle is going to be 45-degree. The light work is going to be working in the kitchen, can be any other task in the daily routine activity which is not heavy. So that comes under 90-degree of the angle of the elbow. When the heavy work is getting considered, like lifting a bucket with a full of water, make sure your elbow angle is more than 90, so that your spinal structures will be getting maintained for the corrected way for the rest of the work. Simple tips to avoid musculoskeletal disorders: work in the neutral postures, reduce excessive force and the repetition, keep everything in easy reach and at a proper height, Keep environment warm because your joints will get inflamed and definitely there will be more injuries. Minimize static unsupported postures and the pressure points. Use the proper lifting techniques and the lift aids. Ask for assistance with the difficult task. Take a micro break, stand, stretch, change the task, or keep doing this task again and again. Maintain a comfortable environment while working for the throughout a day. The potential solutions for the ergonomic way is a training solution is very very important. By giving the lectures to the people and giving this ppt presentations in the corporate training, it doesn't work at all. Your name will get damaged if you are keep giving these kind of lectures and there will be no results from the company people. Always remember, provide with the training solutions and then only with the ppt presentations and a complete resolution of the particular task. Engineering solutions, you always as an expertise you will be able to provide whenever you are working as an ergonomist. Task modifications is very very important aspect when you are designing something. Task rotation, you have to understand the demands of the industry, the demands of the workload, and the particular time slot which is provided to the particular task, and then divide the task rotation. Physical fitness issues, definitely people are going to face because they are in the hectic workload. They most of the time complain, we are so tired of traveling, we don't even get time to go to gym or any kind of a fitness activity. And if somebody is not forcing us, then only somebody is not for telling us to perform something, we are not going to perform. Then what are the solutions? They don't have time to go for the zumba or any kind of a thing in their company. Those kind of an investment will be huge investment for the people. Sometimes corporate people like it sector is providing those things, but other industries are still in the running phase of doing those things. So there are solutions which you can provide like a theraband, stretching exercises, gentle stretch reminder kind of an app are designed over there. That lady comes and do the pop-ups for you, so those kind of a thing you can provide as a solutions to them as a fitness part. Then every rotation, every alternate solutions is going to be the fitness. They are going to perform in their industry itself when their task is changing. The postural awareness, definitely they will not be aware at the time of workload. You have to make sure design the particular workstation in such a way they'll be able to maintain their corrected postures. The employees aspect has to be taken in consideration whenever you are designing any kind of an particular workplace. So always remember, you have to give at least half an hour to 1 hour to discuss with the employee what are their issues. Then only you are going to evaluate everything, then based on that you are going to design your workstation. The treat ergonomics as a baseline, not a ceiling. Always remember, ergonomics is the first session whenever you are treating your patient. First correct the postures, then strengthen your muscles with the physiotherapy point of view. Make it a core value, not a program. Make it proactive behavioral approach. Create a caring culture that is active. Develop a process that is sustainable. Strive for continual improvement. Evaluate your ability to change. Commonly get used and helpful checklist at the time of working in the industry is a job strain index, revised NIOSH lifting equation, Snook push and pull tables, rapid upper limb assessment, which you must be aware at the time of your community medicine, rapid entire body assessment, Okra checklist, which is recently I have attended in one of the conferences which was in Bangalore. Their implementations from the Swiss people was very good, and it was very commendable for the Okra, and they have provided the software as is Calvonia. Those are one of the basic things which you can start implementing. You will be able to do the assessments correctly. The stretches to release muscle stiffness and maintain the range of motion. You can design your video. There is my YouTube channel where I have posted my videos of performing as per the industrial requirement. Those one of the ways you can provide it to the people. Strengthening with the weights. Otherwise, if the weights are not allowed, some of the industries they do not allow weight because of there are certain factors into it. So you can provide the theraband solutions for them, and they can exercise wherever they are. Now we'll come to the questionnaire part, and thank you so much for listening me so patiently. If you have any questions, now you are free to ask me. I'm just switching off my PPT and coming back to the session.
Thank you, ma'am, for this
Yes,
enlightened presentation. We now move to
thank
question
you
and
so
answer
much.
session.
Yes. Anybody has questions?
Ma'am, when we are developing ergonomic solution, do we prioritize
Mhm.
cost effective? How do we prioritize cost effectiveness against maximum physical benefit for worker?
That definitely depends on the industry. If the industry is able to invest, we will able to come to know whenever the HR meeting is going on. If the industry is not willing to invest, they will definitely clear their agenda whenever they are telling us the meeting. So always the directors, HR, and we as an ergonomist sit together. First the meeting is getting done, then the assessment and the evaluation will start, and then the things will go ahead. So about the investment part, we cannot define as an ergonomist, but we have to provide them with solutions which are definitely cost effective, and that you will come to know when you visit the industry. Any app for ergonomics?
Thank you, ma'am.
Apps, yes, there is a one more question is coming. Two new questions. One second. If the participant has question, kindly put it. Do you recommend any app for ergonomics? There are certain apps on the Play Store which are for the gentle stretch reminders, and those we can consider to provide it to the people, and you can download it even on your Windows and as well as in your phone. So those gives the gentle stretch reminders, so those can be considered as an ergonomic app. Otherwise there is no other app as such which can actually give you an ergonomics, huh? Just how to sit, stand, or otherwise how to design computer workstation. There are many apps, you will get it on the internet. There is a growing market for the posture correction technology and the apps. Do you find these tools more effective? Should we prescribe to the patient? For the posture correction apps, we can suggest, dear, ki those are associated only with the IT industry specifically, and ergonomics is applicable everywhere. So if you're telling them to go for those kind of an apps, you have to make sure those are laptop or the computer uses restrictions. There is no other things is presented in the this kind of a way ki they can correct ergonomics in the other industries as well. Any other questions?
Ma'am, can you
Thank you
name
so
some
much. My pleasure.
reliable apps for this?
I'll go through it in the recent way and then I'll share it. There is a gentle stretch reminder, which I just mentioned, which is applicable in many of the industries and it's a free as well. If there is something else we will find out, I'll share with the Dr. Sheetal. So she will be able to share it with you.
Yes, yes, sure, ma'am.
Okay,
Thank you,
thank you.
ma'am,
Thank you so
for
much.
such a wonderful webinar.
Thank you so much, Khatri sir. Thank you so much, Gule ma'am. Thank you so much, Dr. Gitanjali. Giving me this wonderful opportunity to share my knowledge with you all. And thank you so much, everyone, for listening me so patiently. Really appreciate all your patience. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. With that, we conclude our question and
Thank you,
answer
ma'am.
session, and further we will move to vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is my privilege to extend our heartfelt gratitude on behalf of MIPT Latur. First and foremost, I extend my gratitude to our respected speaker, Dr. Aditi Kulkarni ma'am, for sharing some valuable insights into the importance of ergonomics in the physiotherapy practices. Your expertise has helped us understand the concept of ergonomics. We are also deeply grateful to our respected principal, Dr. Subhash Khatri sir, for giving us opportunity to learn more new things. I would like to thank our organizer, Department of Community Physiotherapy, for arranging the informative session. My sincere appreciation goes to all the participants for your active involvement and keen interest, which made this session more interactive and meaningful. With this, I conclude the vote of thanks. Thank you all once again for being a part of this wonderful learning experience. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.